Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about section views. So what you could do is you can open this file up. I've saved it in the proper folder there, and you can read along with me, and I'll try to explain it as well. Okay, so section views. If an object is very complicated, and it has complicated internal shapes, a clear picture of the internal shape can be made by cutting the object apart. The parts that are cut are hatched. The hatching is lighter than the outside of the drawing. Use the hatch layer when hatching. Different materials have different hatches. A standard hatch is ANSI 31, and it's just a standard hatch that's found in AutoCAD. Okay, I just wanted to show you. So let's look at this part over here. I'll just move over on it. See, it's quite complicated on the inside. So over here, it's complicated. So it's as if you take a saw down the middle and you cut it, and then after you cut it, it looks like this over here. So after you cut it in half, and then when you draw it on AutoCAD, it'll look more like this. So the saw, where you saw, you put these arrows on. So you put the arrows where you saw, and over here you put these hatch lines as if it's where it's been cut. You put these, they're called section lines where it's cut. Okay, we're going to use the hatch layer for that. Okay, and this is a full section of this. Okay, let's go on to the next part here. Now, when you do cut something, let's say you cut this in half here, so you cut this piece in half. Here's the correct way to do it. Okay, this is going to show you how to do it. I got this out of a book where they used to do it with pen and paper or pencil and paper. So this is the correct way. If it's too dark, it's no good. So you have to use the hatch layer. If you're doing it by hand, you want it to be lighter. These lines are too close. See, they're separated okay in this drawing, but in this drawing, they're too close. You also want to put all the lines uniform. So if you're doing it by hand, it's pretty tricky. The computer just does it in AutoCAD. Okay, whatever you do, don't go one way on the hatch and then the other way on the bottom. So they all have to be in the same direction. Okay, let's move on here. More mistakes. So when you cut down the middle here, you want to include these lines here. You don't want to do this. You want to include the lines in the back. So you put the lines in the back. Never ever have hidden lines or never put dashed lines. Okay, that's incorrect. Make sure you include your center lines when you do it, center lines, and do not put dashed. Has to be continuous lines, so no hidden lines. Okay. Now, the last part here is when you do it on an angle. Okay, so when it's done on an angle, sometimes it's difficult to hatch. It doesn't come out. This is the correct way. It should also be on an angle. Don't line it up parallel with these lines, and don't line it up parallel with the other ones. The correct way is this way here. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video. Hopefully that explains it a bit. It's just a cut in half. And we're going to go to a drawing on the next video. I'm going to show you how to do a drawing on the next video.